This one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. He's going deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Allen's throw is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Robert Quinn in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, box truck.
Allen going to throw. Open space inside the 10. This will be caught by Brown. And down to the 7-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
57. Alert! I got it. Lights 57. 57's low. Watch the slant. Hey, orbit. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They will run with Singletary. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Now Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
49. Regular. 49.
Mayfield letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Hey, Sue!
To try again after the sack. Allen letting one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Andre Roberts, 87 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Now Mayfield. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This to Jarwin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Pistol. Hurry!
Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Here we go again.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Pollard going to try the right side. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They come up in an offset eye. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Alpha. 57, Mike 57.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check, 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 check. Check three, check that.
On second down, Mayfield again. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Allen now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
From midfield, here's Allen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Bravo!
Allen now looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown, and that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. That one was intended for John Brown, and now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54, Mark, 54, smooth. 54.
So the shotgun snap to Allen, letting one go deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Slam, slam, slam. Hey,
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
regular. Watch the slap. Check your hot read.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield going to take a shot for Gallup, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch the screen. Real. Check 24. Switch. Rush in. King.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Check right 54. Let's go, defense.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Hey, echo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen now to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And a pressure gets to him again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Here's Mayfield. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. A gain of 22.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard
Alert!
line.
Alert! Be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
41's coming.
Mayfield on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Throwing, Mayfield. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. That one good for 26 and a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw, Mayfield, and it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
180.
Check four.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Such a long drive here. 3 points, that would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Come on, man, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Allen gonna throw, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And this one caught by Beasley. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. And that'll bring up second down.
You ain't going nowhere. All 52.
57's mine.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen, and the grab by Croft. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Beasley complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Check.
Now Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Forbath, the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
27 yards there, a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
48 for Mike.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Open man, here's Foster. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Check. Alert.
And again, it's Allen. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Allen to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he is all the way up past the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Going to take a shot for Gallup. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better.